Hi there, Ashley Reeve here. Welcome to another quick trade video. This is the week 19th to the 23rd of September 2022. It's good to be with you guys yet again. A new week, fresh trade ideas. We have the trading room running. Please make sure to join us in there as well. Before we get started, please note Quick Trade is a licensed financial service provider, as well as a licensed over-the-counter derivatives provider. Myself, a registered representative working under supervision. And it's very, very important for you to know that I'm able to give a couple of recommendations. However, risk and reward and the execution of your trade still remains your responsibility. So thanks once again for joining me for our quick look at our economic calendar forecast and what's to be expected this week. If you are in any trades or if you're looking to get into any trades, please make sure that you know it's going to be a hot week. It's going to be loaded. We have the US interest rate decision coming out on Wednesday. I'll get into that with a few notes in a couple of seconds. We also have the Swiss franc doing a rate adjustment there of about 50 basis points. That's 0.5%. And we have the Bank of Japan also releasing, some monetary policy meeting notes there for you. What's going to be very important for you to know moving forward is that if you're going to get into trades, make sure that your risk and reward is adjusted, because Wednesday and Thursday is going to be a loaded 2 days of releases. Now, in your snippet, you'll see at the top, as always, we have your heading, and there's your 19th, your date for today, and a couple of notes for you to jot down and for you to be aware of. The US equity markets are likely to remain under pressure this week as investors remain squarely focused on the Fed's or the Federal Reserve interest rate decision. That's 75 basis points there, traders. That's 0.75%. We saw 2 weeks ago the euro also increased by 0.75%. And because the dollar is made up predominantly of the euro, we're seeing the same thing. The second thing there is that inflation data was pretty high. And so the interest rate decision is then also raised to try and curb that pricing as well. This week, equity markets took an abrupt pivot lower this week. Like I mentioned, after that, hotter than expected inflation data. And so the Fed then will raise these rates. Now, we can expect a stronger dollar. That's what generally happens when you raise interest rates. But we've seen a mixture of results this year already with the raising of interest rates from various developed nations. What's also going to be important for you to remember that last week we did have a down week for the S&P 500 of 5%. We saw the NASDAQ 100 drop by 5.8%. That's in the 5-day period. And that was for the worst week. And it was the worst week since January. But if you look at the higher time frames on the US indices, you'll find that on the monthly and the weekly time frames, you'll see that it is still within a support area of a retracement that has been taking place for the first 6 months of 2022. So there's a very big chance we could drop just a little bit further, but we're going to have to wait and see what Wednesday and Thursday produces. Our weekly CFD forecast, guys, we're looking at Brent to a target of $100 a barrel, and we're looking, at WTI to $96. Our gold, obviously having an inverse relationship with the US dollar. If the dollar increases in strength because of that Fed interest rate adjustment, we could see gold coming down. So please just check it out. Make sure that you understand the volatility around gold, that it can really drop very quick or it can shoot up like a bullet. Also look at your NASDAQ 100. If you're a new trader, please make sure that you are taking minimum risk on this, because when there is any announcements in the US, particularly if it's high impact news like we are to receive this week, we find there's a lot of volumes being pushed in the indexes as well. So make sure your risk and reward is taken care of as well. Well, on that front. And if you're not 100% sure, please, log on to our live chat, ask for trading support, and we will assist and we will guide you. And then, lastly there with our FX, we're looking at the AUD CAD, looking for a weekly push to support level 0.87382. The pair is currently consolidating below a key monthly pivot point at 0.89256. Please check that out on a monthly and a weekly frame. You'll see it. And there seems to be a daily rejection at 0.89289. We're looking for a short trade here, and we're looking for an entry beneath 0.88720. Please do us a big favor, plot these specific exchange rates, all these levels on the chart before you enter and conduct some analysis. All right. It's going to be very important for you to do that because remember, in our trading room, we are raising independent traders. We'd like for you guys to really understand what you are doing. And if you need any assistance, don't hesitate to contact us at Trading Support. This is Ashley Reeve signing out. For now, if there's any updates later on in the week for us to just check up what's happening with the price movement and what has happened from now up until Thursday or Friday, I'll check in with you again. But for now, have a fantastic week and I'll see you in the trading room. Bye-bye.